said.
Hello and welcome to the knife tier list. So, yeah, I'm going to be ranking all the knives, in my opinion, from the worst to the best. So, I guess I'll start out with what I think is the worst knife in the game, which is the Navaja. It just looks so ugly at the end and it's so small. It really doesn't get to show off the good textures on the knife skins, which the shadow daggers as well, they just don't show off the textures very much. You get two little slices that you can see them on, but not really anything else. And then D tier is going to be finished off with the gut knife, because let's be honest, the gut knife doesn't look very good. It's just this really lame wood texture, which some skins get rid of, which are some of the gut knife skins I like, but the majority of them don't, so you're just left with this weirdly shaped blade trying to show off the pattern, and this piece of wood that just really doesn't fit well with it. So next in C tier, the Falchion Knife. It has this weird click, which, no one really likes it. But it has a special inspect animation, which is really nice. But it, like the Navaja, it just has this tiny little bit. But overall, it's still pretty solid. Which, the flip knife, which is pretty much just a tiny bit cooler than the Falchion. I mean, it doesn't have the special inspect animation, but overall it's sleeker, and it looks like really good with some top tier skins. But when it's not a top tier skin, it's just an ugly flip knife, in my opinion. And so next we have the Stiletto. It's quite small, but it's quite cool, and those kind of counteract each other. Like, it's a really cool knife to inspect and mess with, but it's just so small that no matter what skin you have, it's not gonna look that cool. Which I need to check out the ultraviolet for the skin, because I really liked it when I first saw it. So yeah. And then let's see, do I move up a tier? No. So and finally in C tier we have the Bowie Knife, and it's pretty lame. I mean, it looks alright, but it's just quite average, and I would call this and the Huntsman just the bare middle, because they just look average. They're pretty big, but they're not really sleek, and they don't have any special animations or multiple animations like a lot of the newer knives do. So next up in B tier is the Ursus Knife. It looks quite simple, but its blade is good for showing off the skins, and it has multiple inspect animations. So it's just quite nice, even if it's on the plainer side. So next we have, I don't care which. We have the Bayonet and the M9. Bayonet has a cooler pull-out animation, but it's smaller, while the M9 is more jagged and has a more simple pull-out design, but it's bigger. So I see them as pretty much the same. And then we have the Butterfly Knife. Super fun to inspect, throw around, and play with, but it's still quite small when you're trying to look at the skin. But that's really the only negative thing to say about it. And in S tier, we have the Karambit and the Talon. They're pretty much the same thing. The Talon has cooler animations and is more jagged, but the Karambit is nice and smooth and just most people's dream knives. And yeah, this is my knife tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed, and Good night.